Hi my angels and devils and all who may wonder, here is Amanda Christina and I have another tutorial for you. I'm not sure how these are going to cut the felt, but we're going to give this a go. Now, I have not tried this dye before. I will leave a link below. This is a fire dye from AliExpress, and I will be honest, 100%, the first thing I thought when I saw this dye was Calcifer. If you know me at all, you know I absolutely, Howl's Moving Castle along with Kiki's Delivery Service are two of my favourite Miyazaki films. Miyazaki? I don't know how to say that. But I absolutely love them. And I saw this and it reminded me so much of Calcifer, and I love Calcifer. So we're going to try either Epic Craft Felt, and I'm going to run this through a couple of times just because it is felt. We're going to try making a Calcifer, a felt Calcifer, with this dye. As I said, everything wobbles at the moment. I apologise for that. So I'm just going to run this through a few times just to see. What I will do the next time I run stuff through is we can have a look at how well it die cut first time round. There we go. Sorry, you're hearing things wobble on my little table that I work on. Okay. Oh wow, I am mega impressed with that. Look, I ran it through 4 times and we've got it cut out beautifully. Okay, so that's our first layer of flame, which could also be like a little troll head look. I'm being a smartass. And the here goes Mr. Humbug. Oh no, wrong thing. The Heatmeister, Coldmeisters. It would work really well for those as well. Sorry. Jojo kind of has me in Christmas mode a bit as well, which doesn't help being in Spooktober. Okay, now I'm going to very carefully poke these little tiny bits out because we're going to use one of these for his mouse, quite possibly. Now what I'm going to do is cut a little less because we don't need as much for the orange because the orange is the centre bit. So we're just going to, I'm just literally just sort of roughly measuring what I want and then just cutting it so that we're only going to, this bit won't cut out. So we'll have a look at how this goes just on one pass. And then we're going to do the same with the yellow, but I'm actually going to cut the yellow down a bit to get the 3 colours of Calcifer. So because we only really want the indent of this, well, that would help if I actually... Yeah, craft fail 101. Just for anyone watching this, if you laughed at me doing this, I'm betting you've probably done it too, because I do that every so often. Try and put a dye through without the actual plates on. No wonder it was, I was like, huh, this isn't working. This isn't die cutting. No, because you forgot to put your plates back on and to make your proper sandwich, which is what this is called for anyone who doesn't actually die cut. Okay, so let's have a look at how... Wow, okay, I have to say, like, just the fact that this cut out so well, like, all these little bits came off, like that. See, that's the indent. We're going to cut around that. So we've got our second layer. And now I'm going to do the same with the yellow, which is cut a piece to fit. Now, this is a little wasteful, and I really am a crafter who doesn't like to be wasteful. However, because there isn't a third layer in this, this is the easiest way I could think of. Now, this felt came in sheets. It came in sheets from AliExpress. It was about a 40 different colour pack. And I had originally, I've lost the dyes. I was going to, and hopefully I will still get to make it because I will find the dyes. I was going to make Poppy's headband from Trolls for you all because I found flowers that would work really well for that. Until I looked and went, oh, she does have one flower that's a 4 flower. Okay, so we've got this, and again, I'm really impressed that this cuts through felt on the first layer. This is a fantastic dye. Very impressed with that. So we're going to get rid of our die cutting machine. As you can see, there is no sample of Calcifer. And the reason there is no sample of Calcifer is because this is the very first one I am attempting. I figured it would be a craft win or craft fail, and we would figure it out together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just move my light a little so I know that might be a little bright for you guys, but just so I can see where the little flames are, to sort of snip them out so that this can cover that little dot 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 area. And the reason we're doing this is to give it more of a sort of fiery, flamey look, I guess, is what I would say. It gives it that really nice flame look. And then I'll show you what we're going to do with the yellow. Sorry, I am very bad at keeping my hands in shot, I have realised. I apologise for that. I am trying to work on that. This is a new setup for me. I'm actually liking it because it's easy for me to craft it. It's easier for me to craft at a table and show you stuff, and I don't keep accidentally hitting buttons, which is what I normally do when I'm trying to show you things on using my laptop as my table tray. So that is good now that I know that this little setup works. It also gives me somewhere to keep my camera out of the way. Okay, so we're just gonna snip this down, and we have the second layer of flame. And we already know where this layer goes, which is good. No, was that meant to be like that? Hang on. Yep. So there you go. Like, I could easily just leave this like this and use it like that, but I do want a little bit of yellow because Calcifer has all three. So we're going to do that. Now what I'm going to do with the yellow is I'm not actually going to follow the lines so much as I'm just going to sort of cut up around the lines, like make it sort of like that, but like give it its own flaminess too. So basically you're just going to use those lines as a little bit of a guide for your yellow, but you're also going to come down and kind of, I guess, create your own kind of flamey look. This is where I say you are going to waste a little bit, and I apologize because I'm usually not a wasteful crafter. I'm usually the kind of crafter who doesn't like to waste things. So this was just my little, I just fussy cut that, and we're going to pop this in the center. This is a super simple craft. I just realized how easy this is going to be. Then we're just going to glue those together. So I've got some craft glue here, which is good for fabric. Okay, come on. Out, little craft glue. Oh, I hope I pulled this up the right way. Yep, I think so. Okay, so we're just gonna, now if you wanted to turn this into a plushie, you could easily cut another red one, and oops, I've got to get these in the right spot. Cut another red one and sew just around the edges, but I think just with this die it might not, might not be the most easy thing to do. It feels like it would be a little bit harder to do. So which way are we doing? This way. So we glue here, just adding a little glue, and then here. And as you saw, this hasn't taken me a great deal of time to fussy cut or anything. Like, there you get your 3 layers, and the best part for Cal, the one thing we really need, is some googly eyes, of course. And here is my collection. The different mixed sizes I have came from, a lot of them came from a bag from Woolworths for like $2. They sometimes have them in their craft section, and it's just a mixed bag. But I think what I'm going to need for Cal at the moment, what I really want, is probably these itty tiny ones for Calcifer. I think they're going to look best, and they remind me a little bit of his eyes. Okay, we've got the itty tiny ones in here. There we go. Look at this. Now we're starting to... Now, if you couldn't see him as Calcifer before now, you surely can a little with the eyes. Let me just pop these back in the container so I don't lose them all. I also have that size, but I really like the little tiny ones for this particular thing because it really does remind me of Cal. Now we've got the little mouth thing, so let's check this out and see if we like either of these. I think this little piece here might be a really... Oh, look at that. So I'm just going to glue those down, and we have our little Calcifer. Tell me that isn't adorable, because I'm absolutely loving that. I totally vibe with this. It reminds me, I haven't seen that movie in so long. These are movies I really should own on DVD because I love them so much. Studio Ghibli films are amazing, but especially the era of Miyazaki. Oh, Howl's Moving Castle, Castle in the Sky, and Kiki's Delivery Service are just works of art. They're so beautiful. I love Ponyo as well. I haven't had a chance to see My Neighbor Totoro, but I'm hoping to. So we're just going to give him his little mouth, make sure it's sort of straightish, depending on what expression you want him to have, and then we're just going to give him his little googly eyes, and we're going to be done. That's you know, these would be really cute if you were having, say, a Studio Ghibli party to make. As like little favors or decorations. Like I could imagine a little banner of these. These would make super cute little banners. And there we go. There is our Calcifer. I am so enchanted with this. I cannot wait to use this on something for, you know, for a pocket letter or a challenge or something. It is just beautiful. And the thing is, with the amount of felt you got, you could probably, if I had done this just a little bit better with the red, you might be able to get like 3 out of the red. So for felt that didn't really cost me a great deal, as I said, I got 40 pieces and I think it was around $3 or $3.20 from AliExpress. And the reason I got the 40 was because I didn't know exactly what colors I needed, and I thought it would be good to have some. So that's it. Here is our little cow. I am super happy with our Calcifer. I'll put him on the yellow just so he... Look at that. Look at how freaking cute that is. You know, he's sassy, he's cute, and he reminds me of Calcifer so much. I'm just trying to make sure the eyes are even. Oh, I've just taken that off. I will glue that back on because we are getting over 12 minutes for a tutorial that was only meant to be short. I will talk to you all soon. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial of Calcifer. Let me know below if you enjoyed this. I will make sure to leave a link for this die because I actually am really impressed with the quality and how well it cuts out, and also because it makes Calcifer. Let me know below what your favourite Studio Ghibli film is, or favourite Studio Ghibli character. Did I do a good job on recreating a Calcifer for you? And are you going to try making him? Anyway, remember, you are amazing, you are incredible, and most importantly, you matter. As always, the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe. Have a wonderful day all. Bye!